Hi everyone, how are you all doing? And welcome to my Monday night show. Switch that off. How's everybody doing out there? Just like to say thanks for joining us again. So tonight we're going to do another series, part of the series of the 30-30 reloading. You've already been with me through the point where we've sized the brass, we've cleaned the pockets out, we've trimmed, and now we've got to the stage now where we're going to be priming, putting a little bit of a funnel on the end, and we're going to be doing some powder tonight as well. So hopefully it's nice and bright in here. It's nice and clear, guys. Hopefully you can all see everything good. Let's go in and have just a quick rundown who's here first. So AR Gun 1776 was on first. Brutal Bob, how you doing, Bob? And then we had Hi Boy, the great Hi Boy's here. Nice to see you. Really glad you could join us on my show. I'd like to hear what you think about it, and it's a lot of your inspiration has brought me into doing what I do, the way I set up my show and everything. It's a lot of what you do, Hi Boy, and I really appreciate it. And what else we got down here? Hey, Walter, he's joined. Hi, Michael. Michael Hurtnext joined us. And that's it so far. So we'll hopefully a few more will jump on. We're going to be doing another draw tonight, guys. So hashtag Mac6 is the actual name of the show tonight. So if you want to put that into the comments, StreamYard will pick it up and we'll do a draw probably in about 45 or 50 minutes. So I'm really glad you all could join me, guys. I've had a busy time last week in work. It was super busy, and this week's going the same. Actually delivered 3 toolboxes on Saturdays. 3 big toolboxes went out Saturday, so that was good. 2 off my truck, 1 off my second truck, off Tommy's truck. And yeah, it's really good in work. And I'm trying to stay super busy out here in the loading room as well. So let's get started while a few more people jump on. So, as I said before, we've started the process. We started the process with a 30-30 brass. It's a completely new load to me. I've only just picked up my Henry Big Boy. So this is all new, the whole thing. So I thought I'd bring you along on the journey. So you saw us in the earliest series. We've done the sizing, the depriming, the sizing. We've cleaned out the pockets, reuniformed them. And then last week we went through and we trimmed them, and then the trimmer obviously de-chamfered and took all the burrs and everything off them as well. So tonight we're gonna go over onto the Redin T7 first, and I'll move the camera. It'll be a bit shaky while I do that, guys, but we'll just pop over there and we'll do the next stage that I like to do. Let's just bring you over here so you can see this. Hopefully I'm on the wrong side, but hopefully it won't be too bad. You'll be able to see what's going on. Hillbilly up has joined us. How are you doing, Hillbilly? Good to see you. Okay. So what I've got set up here in the T7 is the Lee Universal. See that? Universal case expander die. So the set of dies I bought from Redin didn't really come with any sort of expander, just the expander actually on the depriming stalk. So I like to put just a little bit onto these cases, especially when I start doing my cast bullets and my powder coating bullets. I like to put more of an expand on the next, probably about 4 thou. But tonight, just because we're going to be using the Hornady 170. Let me get the box. You can see which bullets I'm going to be using on this first lot of rounds. So it's the Hornady Interlock 170 grain flat point bullets. So they do just about sit in there. And it's probably not going to cause any damage to these full metal jackets, but I still like to put a little flare on the case mouth. So, and when it comes to doing my reload, my cast bullets, it's really important that you put a little flare so you don't do any scraping. So what I've got set here at the moment is, so this case neck is 3.028. If you can see that, 028. And then I've already set the die up, and it comes with this type of expander. So this is the smaller one, and they do a larger one as well for the larger rounds. So I got the larger one in there at the moment. So just bring it up gently. Doesn't need a lot. So we have gone from 0 to 8. To get this right. Sorry, these guys, keeps moving on me. So this one is this one is going to 0. Sorry, is 3.31. So it was 2.8, it's gone to 3.1. So it's actually 3 thou. Little expansion on that one. Let's see if I can get one to show it better. So this one, 29. $32. So 3 thou. So all I'm trying to do, guys, is put a small amount of expansion on it, just to help the bullets. So this one again is, it was 2.9, just a 2.9. And that one went to 3.1, so 2 thou on that one. So it's varying between 2 and 3 thou. So I'm only putting a small amount on it, guys. I'm just trying to not work the brass too much. And all these have been trimmed on that Henderson precision trimmer. So they're very, very close. So I know with this setup, I'm getting about the same amount of flare on them. So I'm just going to quickly go through and do a few of these. Hopefully you can see that okay, guys. I'm not blocking it too much with my arm. And then we'll go over and we'll prime them next. Some of the red and die sets come with an expander as one of the dies, so it expands the neck and puts a slight flare on it as well. But this deluxe set didn't come with that, so I'm wanting to just put a little bit just to help with the seating of the bullet, and we'll do that. And that's going to come up probably on the next live stream next week, guys. I don't want to be doing a complete bullet in one stream. I don't want to be upsetting anything that we do on YouTube. We've got to be pretty careful what we do, so I don't want to go upsetting the boat. So So there's that done. So let's take the camera back over to the other bench. Sorry guys, I've got wires everywhere. Okay. So I got my primer set up. So we can be using the Redding, the bench primer. Let's just bring you in just a little bit. So I decided to go with Federal 210 primers for this round of loading. And again, so it's all set up, everything's ready to go. All we do is just put them in, push it to the stop, and it's a perfect, it's a perfect seating every time with this. They're just underneath. And on a previous stream, we went through this priming system and how good it is. So I'm just going to go through them and get some of these done quickly for you guys. Throw the primer out here. Just check, see who else has jumped on here, so we can say hi to them. Okay, so Dale Pogue has jumped on. Hi Dale, good to see you. G23, it's always good to see you, G. And Bob. Throw out any questions you got, guys. I'll try and get to them. That's great, G. G is saying he's healing faster than the doctors expected. And that is why I'm been having some pain. It's great to hear you on the mend, G. That's really good that you're healing up. And Bobby Barlow has joined us. Hi, Bobby. Good to see you. I'm just going to quickly go through these guys and then we can get on to the next step. Charging them up. I posted a few videos up on my channel this week, guys. We put some more shooting videos up. I put a couple of shorts up. We've me and the wife, we bought a new side-by-side. We've upgraded from a 2-seater to a 4-seater because the grandkids want to come out with us on the rides and we want to take their dog with us as well. So we decided to upgrade to a 4-seater. So I put a couple of videos on that. We went out on a great ride. We did like a 50-mile ride the weekend around Superior Mountain Range, and there was some stunning views. So I popped some of them up. I put some of them up onto the channel. So if you want to go and check those out, guys. Mark Thomas has joined us. Hi, Mark. Just have a quick look, see if there's any questions here, guys. Dale started 30-30 last year. So you've been through what I'm doing at the moment, Dale. It's all good fun. What else we got here? I hear Ruger is coming out. AR Guns, I hear Ruger is coming out soon with a 30-30. That'd be cool. That'd be good to see. So next week, guys, I am going to really try to get started an hour earlier. Now the clocks has changed. I know it's really hard for you guys on the East Coast. I may be able to do 30 minutes, but I'm going to push for an hour. I'm going to try and start at 6 o'clock. So it's not quite as late for you guys out on the East Coast. So we're going to try and do that. I can't promise anything. It all depends how busy I get in work and what time I can get home and get finished. Okay, so let's get into the good bit. Let's see if I can get this round so you can see. So I'm going to be using my A&D scales, guys. The A&D FX120i. And let me just see if I can share the page here for you guys to see this. Okay, so this is where I bought it from. I think it came out of Canada, and it's from CE Products. So this is the A&D FX120 scales, and at the moment they're showing in stock and ready to ship. But it's quite a healthy price. But it is a lab grade scales, and it's got 3 dots. It's got three numbers after the dot, and it is a pretty nice scale. It's working out really well for me. So there's that one, guys. And the other thing we're using, back to here, we're using the V4 auto trickler. So let me see if I can pull that up quickly for you guys to have a look at as well. Okay, so the auto trickler V4 came from McDonald Innovations. Again, it's not the cheapest item, guys. See up there's $4.90. So between both items, you're going to be into this for $1,000. So it's not the cheapest scales. You need to be doing a lot of precision loading to justify it. But it was something I needed to add. And another thing you need to think about, guys, it says here, if you ordered in November and December, they're going to be shipping in March. So when I ordered mine, they were 9 months out, 9 to 10 months out. So they have got their shipping down to 3 to 4 months. So it doesn't actually say, they haven't updated it on the screen to say if you order it this month when you're going to get it, but you're looking at 3 to 4 months delivery on that. So I just wanted to quickly share that with you guys. So that's going to be the setup we're doing tonight. Elliot is saying, okay, Matt, quit bragging about the scales. It's great scales. Can't say anything else about it. Okay, so I decided to go with IMR 4064. That's the powder I'm going to be trying on this first batch of rounds. So any new guys out there, probably in the whole reloading process, this is the most critical, the most important part that you need to get right. You need to make sure if you're doing pistol, you got pistol powder. If you're doing rifle, you got rifle powder. And make sure you check and double check the charge weights. So I always go off 2 books when I'm checking out my charge weights to do a round. And even if I've done old rounds before and I'm coming back and reloading them, and I might have them written down somewhere, I'm very, very cautious, and I'll always go to the books and I'll go to the website. And just as a guide for you guys, I'm going to bring this up and share this so you can see this as well. I always go to the manufacturer's website. And obviously with this, we need to go to, I believe it's Hodgdon. Let me just see if I get the right one up here. Share. Okay, so I always use this. So I always go to the Hodgdon website, and this is where it gives you all the weights, the powders and everything. And the reason I brought this up, I wanted to share this with you guys. So I've got the latest Hornady book, and for this 30-30 with 170 grain, Hornady is saying 27.7 to 30 grains. So those are your safe margins. Your lowest is 27.7, your highest is 30.0. In the lineman book, it's starting at 27, which is 0.7 grains less than Hornady, and it's going to 30.5, which is 0.5 more than Hornady. So there's a variant there with those two. So it can give you a really good idea where you need to be to obviously you started your low settings and you can work up, you're watching your primers, you're watching for pressure signs while you're doing it. But after checking both books, I will go on to this page and I got 30-30. You can click on 170 grains of bullet. We're going to be using the IMR and it's going to be 4064. So once you've checked all those, you can go upload data. And there you go. Starting 29.8, high 31.7. So they're starting at 2 grains more than what the books are saying. And they go into 1.2 grains more than the maximum of what the books are saying. So I like to do 2 books and the website, and you can work out your starting loads and working up from there, because you can see there's 3 different starting weights. Hornady 27.7, lineman 27.0, and on the website 29.8. So I'm going to actually start on the machine tonight at 29.8. I'm going off what the website says, but I'm still under the 3 highest from the books. So I'm still going to be under. So I'm going to start at 29.8 and I'm going to do 10 of that. I'm going to then jump up 0.3 grains. I'm going to go to 30.1 and then I'm going to go to 30.4. So those are going to be my charge weights. But I wanted to show you that, guys, because the books and the web pages can vary quite a bit. So switch this back off. So it's always good to have a couple of books in front of you. Go to the website and you know you're safe then, because if there's ever a misprint in your book and you go off one book and it's giving you a charge weight which is way too high, then problem's going to start. G23 is a question. Let me go back and see if I can find that. What calibration weights are you using for this scale? Okay, so this A&D scale does not need calibrating. It doesn't, it's set up on an app, it calibrates as it's going through. But I do check it, don't get me wrong, guys, I'm using the RCBS check weights. You can see that. So I check it, I checked this tonight. So I got these check weights, I can go in and I can check it. And I believe there was one weight that came with the scales for the initial setup. But from what I've read and going through stuff, once it's set up, it's set up. These scales are really, really good. But I don't leave it a chance. I will check them. But every time I've checked these scales, they've come out smack on. There you go, G23. Hopefully that's answered your question. I'll just go down and see if there's anything else. Okay. Let me just pull this back just a touch for a minute, guys, so you can see. Bring this up and we'll close in. So what's nice about these scales is the hopper just pops off. And it has got like a close mechanism on it. So you can fill it. When it's on the machine, you can open it up. So you can close this up, drop your powder in while it's off the machine. So we're definitely closed. You can see we're closed. So you can drop your powder in. and only one powder on the bench, guys. So if you look at the bench in front of me, I've only got the IMR 4064 out. Behind me on my other side of the bench, I'm loading 38 Special, and I got WSF, and it's actually the container is behind the press, so I know what I'm using, because I'm doing 38 Specials at the moment as well. So you can see that, guys, it just sits there ready to go. So we can take this back over. It just mounts. There you go. It just mounts, and then we can turn it. And what it's done now, it is filled the back compartment. I'm not going to turn this scale, I don't want to move it too much. It's filled the back compartment, which is a very similar compartment to the front here. So it's filled it, and it's ready to do the dispensing. So we've got a large tube and a small tube. This is all operated by an app on your phone. So let me open up the app so you can see. So the app is there. It's an auto trickler app. So you can hit that, and it opens up the app where you can do all your settings. And down here at the bottom, you've got calibration. And what they want you to do is do the large tube first by hitting the fast button. And when you hit the fast button, the machine is turning. And you can see, let me put my hand away, it is filling up. Let me just stop that for a second. And it's going through, and it's actually filling up. I don't want to pull this off. So it's gone through, and it's filled from the large tube. So I know that one's ready to go. Let me come in on this a bit. Hopefully you can see that, guys. So this time we'll just hit the slow, which they class as the small tube. So hit the slow, and you can see the tube, the motor started up on this side. The tube is turning, and it's going to pull through, and this is going to be your real small trickler. So we're just waiting for that to come through. There they go. It's just beginning to come through now. So you can see on the scales, the scale is beginning to go up as it's dropping the grains. I bring that in a bit closer again. Maybe you can see that a little bit better there. So you can see the motor's turning on this side. It's turning the small tube, and if you look down on the scales, you can see them going up. So this is the calibration that the V4 and the scales is basically doing together. It's all linked, and that's the setup of the scales. Just see, so I can just stop that. Check. Vanessa Kitty has joined us. Hi Vanessa, good to see you. Just having a quick look. Krabby Turtle's with us. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Just checking, see if there's any other questions. So that's basically what we need to do to calibrate the machine and get it up and ready to start going. So both tubes now are full, and we are back at 0. So you can see we're back at 0. So my first charge rate I want to start is going to be 29.8. And on the thing, you can just go 29.8. Tap to set target. And there it goes. So you've got the large tube going first. And then once it gets to a certain point, it's going to change over to the smaller tube. Now it's just shut down. Turning slowly. There's definitely something wrong here. So let me stop this here. So we have a wrong setting, guys, on the machine. So I've got it on grams. I was just looking at that. That's a lot of powder to put into the machine, and now we've made a mess. So this is the only second time I've used this machine. Bear with me, guys. The joys of live streaming. That's what I say. You can see I made quite a mess here, guys. So I'm just going to pull this off here and clean it, and I'll clean the rest up later. I'm just going to get rid of this. So I'm going to clear up. None of the powder's actually on the scales. It all went past the scales. So I can put the plate back on. And there we are, we're back to zero. Sorry about that, guys. So we needed to set it to grains, not grams. Let me see where we need to go to do that. Grains or grams. So now I've switched it to grains. So hopefully we'll be right this time. So again with zero. Hit the weight. That's better. So we've gone straight up to 28. Now it's switched on to the trickle. And then I was saying in most cases I stay away from Bluetooth controls, but in this case with its dedicated tensive machine, it makes sense. Yeah, I switched this machine on tonight, guys, and I didn't think it went to grains. It went to grams straight away, not to grains. So it ended up filling the hopper up. So it's at 29.76 and we wanted 29.8. So they say this machine is plus or minus, I think they say 2 thou. And you can see there we're 28.82. So this one just went the last digit 2 just over. And this is something else I want to show you as well tonight, guys, is what I'm using at these. So these funnels, again, let me go in and share this quickly. The only place I could find these were going to be on, I would think it was Midway. Let me just see if I can find these. So these funnels are what I use, guys. They fit the brass perfect. They're aluminum. They don't seem to hold any static, and there's a little bit of weight on them as well. So when they're sitting on your cases, the weight holds it down, and they're really, really nice. They do multiple calibers for these, you can see. And at the moment, they're on sale for $27.99 with Midway. And they all come different colors. I think this color here is for the 308, 338 is another color. And then you've got this other color then, which is 7mm. So I really like these powder funnels, and they work really well. And so you can just pop them down. Show you. So they just sit straight onto the shell. They fill up perfectly, and if I show you, if you can see inside, they fit perfectly, and you don't get no spillage. You don't get none of the powder coming out onto the, falling out around the brass or anything. They're just really, really nice funnels. And let me just go on. Let's see what else we've got here. Pony 47, hi there. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And then Brutal Bob Mac, you had the scale set on grams. If there's anything else you're weighing up you don't want us to know about. No, not today anyway, not this week. Maybe next week. Let's have a look to see what else we got. Okay. So like I said, guys, so I sit the funnel straight onto the shell. You can pull out your measurer, and they just drops in. And with this powder, it's really good. There's no static holding in the bowl. I've ordered some aluminum bowls from 419. They look a little bit better. The real fine powder can tend to stick in this glass a little bit. So, so you put that straight back in, and it automatically starts. It just runs constantly. Always remember to move the funnel onto the next case. Otherwise, you're going to be putting a double charge in that case. And then 29.76, 29.8, and there. So it's from the first one to the other one was a 0.2 thou. So we had an 82, and now we've got an 80. If there's any other questions, just throw them at me, guys. Try and answer them as we're going through. Vanessa Kitty, I need a kitchen scales too. My commercial mixer would enjoy it. Yes. Don't think you'd need this one into your kitchen though, but maybe if you're precise with your cooking, you might need one of these. And there you go again, guys, 29.80. So again, nice and consistent. So it's not taking too long to charge them. On the other side a little bit. You can see, so we're at 29.78. So this time it dropped one more, just dropped one, and it went to 29.8. So the first one it threw was a 29.82, and then since then they're dropping at 29.80. So don't forget, guys, hashtag Mac6. We'll do the little draw a little bit later on. And once we've done a few more of these loads, we'll go back and we can do the draw for we'll do some giveaway, some prizes tonight. So that one's finished, 29.82, so it's plus 2 thou. So you can see it's throwing it out, very consistent. So that one went 29.82, so it was just a 2 thou over, which is probably 1 grain. I would have thought one of those grains of powder. Once we finish these last 4 guys, I just want to show you how easy it is to stop this and change and get on to the next charge weight. Back to 29.80. And you can see underneath, guys, it's not dropping any powder. There's no powder going past the brass. It's all going straight into the case. There's 18 on at the moment, guys, and there's only 5 entries. Don't forget to put your entries in. Hashtag Max6, and it'll pick everybody up. Michael saying, have you seen the Area 419 funnel kit? It is really nice. It is. I've seen that one, but that's fairly new, and I'd already started buying these funnels before that kit came out. Otherwise, I probably would have gone for it, but I've already got these funnels in 7mm, 308, and 338 Lepore. So I've already started on them. So this one, it has dropped 29.78. So I don't know if you can see that. Actually, on the app, there's a button over here where you could go +1, -1, thou, or the 1 digit. So you can drop a little bit more if you want to. I'm not going to go in and do it now. I just want to go through and get this section done, and I will show you then how to change it over. James Pollard, hi James. Yeah, we're going through a series with these live streams. The first ones were setting the brass up tonight. We've just funneled the end a little bit, ready to take the bullets. We've primed, and now we're just doing the powder. I'm running through and showing you guys this A&D scale and the V4 powder trickler. So that's what we're doing. So that one came out 78. So it's just 2 thou below. And then the last one, then we can run that. So now that's dropped and finished. So we can go back to the phone, just hit the box at the top, and then that's stopped the charge. So we can drop this, and if we put this back onto the scale, hopefully it doesn't run. And there you go. So that range was 29.8. So now we can go back in, enter target weight. This time we're going to go to 30.1. So 30.1. So that's going to be my next target. It's as easy as changing that. Hit that. And there it goes. So changing the amount of powder in each section you want to do. It's super simple, and you could be changing this every time. If you wanted to only do 3 rounds, you could do 3 rounds, change it, go to the next, do another 3 rounds, drop back. So it's super easy to use with the app on the phone. And like I said, I got it set at 30.1. And there you go, 30.10. Let's flick back to 08. Okay, so we're 0.2 thou below there. And this will constantly just keep going until you hit that box again to stop it. And then let's see, I think Vanessa put a comment up here that I can show. So Vanessa Kitty saying, learning so much from all of you. That's what we're all trying to do, Vanessa, just put information out there, share our experiences, show what we do, and hopefully people can take a little bit from it. And VO say that app is slick. It's a super simple app. Walter, it's really good to use. It's super simple. We just go through. I'll just do 5 cases then, and I'll go on to the last one then, guys, and then we'll go in and we'll do the giveaway. We'll do the draw. Hopefully I can get that working tonight. Throw your questions out, guys, if there's any anything you want to ask or if you want to see. Okay, Vanessa. Brand and model of the scale. So this scale is a AND FX120i. If I go, let me just go back and share that screen with you again, and you can see it for yourself. So there's the scale. So I bought this from CE Products Incorporated. I believe they're out in Canada. They seem to have the best price on it. The service was super fast with it, and it's been really, really good and consistent. So that's the actual make model of this scale. And I believe they're in stock, ready to ship. There's no delay on them. I think when I bought mine, they were delayed quite a bit. I think I had to wait quite a few months for mine, but they did tell me at the time it was going to be delayed. Everybody seemed to go through a stage where they were all buying these scales, buying these V4 tricklers or the V3 tricklers. And I think there's a new one out now called the Super Trickler. So there's a lot of people been upgrading to this during the whole COVID thing. And I was one of them. I wanted to upgrade to this. We'll just do this last one now, this 5th one, and then I'll change it again in front of you guys so you can see how the app works again. Walter's really enjoying the stream, Mac. Watching on a big screen, video quality with your new camera is really good. It's great, just great. Thank you so much, Walter. I appreciate that. Vanessa, I save CE's web page. No problem at all. And if you've got any questions or ever, just you can email me, and I'll try and help you out as much as I can. So before I take the scale off, the thing off the scale, so again, to stop it, we're just going to hit that. You can clear the target by hitting the arrow, clears the target weight. So we can pull that one off. Pop it back in. And with it being switched off, obviously it's not auto-filling. And then the last one is going to be a 30.4 weight. So it's as easy as just going 30.4, tap to set target. And there you go, and off it goes. Super simple, the app, easy to set up. Biggest thing you remember is change it to grains, not to grams. Otherwise you end up losing a bit of powder, but I'll clean all that up afterwards. So we set this one for 30.4. And that one came out, the first one came out 30.4. I'm just going to charge 5, guys, and then we'll go in and I'll have a look to see if there's any questions. And yes, James, that is 3030 brass. That's what we're loading. So this section over here is all primed, and there is a really long neck, like you said, on 3030 brass. And then these funnels, it does all 30 cal cases. You can use it on 308, 30-06, 30-30, 300 Win Mag. It's fits them all. Doesn't matter how long the neck is, because it comes to a stop. There's a groove cut inside the funnel, so it only goes to a certain point. There you go on that one. If you see 30.40. And I suppose it's taking between 5 and 10 seconds to fill the charge. Sometimes if it stops at 37, 38, and it just trickles very slow, and it can slow it up a little bit. That one was 30.40, smack on. But it doesn't take long. It's quite relaxing, just sitting here letting it run through. And you can see how consistent it is. Let me get the box here, Dale. Dale just asked a question. So Dale asked, what bullet will you be loading? So with this first lot, it's going to be the Hornady Interlock 30 cal, 170 grain flat point, which are going to be these here. So at the moment, 30-30 is pretty hard to get hold of. I was struggling to find them, but I managed to get this one box. So I wanted to get, excuse me. So this time, just before I got, you can see it went to 30.46. So that one is a little bit high. I'm not going to run that one through. It probably dropped too much powder when I was going. So I'm just going to empty that one back into the jug. 2 thou plus or minus. I'm happy with 4 thou. I want them a bit more consistent than that. So we let it run again. So like I was saying, I was struggling to get 30-30, 30-30 bullets. So that's the only one I can get. But I want to get out and shoot my lever action. So I'm going to load these bullets up. I got some factory rounds that I bought as well, because at the time when I picked up the rifle, I didn't have any loading equipment for it. So I picked up a few factory rounds. I'm going to be loading these, and I've got a mold come in. So I will be doing my own casting and powder coating. And I'm probably going to be looking into gas checking some of these as well. Something I've not looked into yet. I haven't done anything with it. So I'm probably going to have to speak to, I think, CW. I don't know if Vallejo's done some powder check stuff. So I'm going to do quite a bit of research on it, figure out what I need to do. I'm probably going to do some gas checking on it as well. That one dumped a little bit heavy as well. So I'm just going to pop that back in there. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys. I just wanted to show you this setup that I've got and how it runs. We'll just drop this one and then I'll show you what I'm going to give away tonight, and we can do a bit of a draw. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get into the draw for the giveaway, hashtag Mac6. There's quite a few on. There's only not so many. There's not many people put the hashtag in there. There you are. I popped it up on the screen, guys. Hashtag Mac6. That'll get you in the draw for tonight. So that one dropped 30.42. So I'm going to go in, hit the box, switches the machine off, dump the last lot of powder, and there you go. It's waiting for me to reset it up again. Okay. I need to zoom out to here a little bit. I don't want to get too close. So big thanks, guys, for all you guys jumping on tonight. I really appreciate it. And what I got tonight to give away. Try something different every week. So obviously my channel stickers, Mac 1039 Reloading. So I got some channels. I got a channel sticker, so that's going to be one of the little giveaways. I got these FN patches. I went to an FN day in my local guns show, and they got the Velcro and everything on the back of them. Stick them on your jackets and things. So there's the FN patch. So I picked up some of those. It's quite a nice little patch. Pocket screwdrivers, guys. I know everybody loves these pocket screwdrivers. So they've got the magnet on the end, pocket clip, all little flat screwdriver. It's got my name and telephone number on them as well, because I use them for giveaways on the truck as well. So there's a little pocket screwdriver. And the last one, last week I gave away those koozies. This week I got these Mac Tools socks. They're made by Redback. They come out of Australia. They make our boots for us. They got the Mac Tools logo on them. These are the short ones that you can wear with trainers and things. And they call them bamboo socks. These socks are great. You don't tend to sweat so much in them. And guys, if your feet smell at the end of the day, these socks are really good. I suffer with really bad smelly feet because I'm in my trainers all day. I'm on my feet all day. We're getting up to 100 degrees plus over here. My feet sweat and they stink. But since I've started wearing these bamboo socks, it's gone away. They are really, really comfy and they get rid of the odor as well. So there you go. So that's what I'm going to give away, guys. I've got a pair of the socks, got the pocket screwdriver, the FN Velcro patch, and obviously my logo sticker as well. So those are going to be the little giveaways for this week. We've got 10 entries, guys. You can see there's 17 on. I'll give you just a a couple more minutes to do the hashtag Max6 if you want to be in on the draw. Let's have a look. Jimmy Rodriguez has just jumped in. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Guns is back there. James Pollard. Just having a look to see if there's anybody else. Anybody else jumped on? No, I think we're up to date. So the next week's stream, guys, like I said, I'm going to try and bring it forward. I'll try and start. It's probably going to be 6:30. But if I can get to start at 6, if I can get home and set up and start at 6, I'll start at 6. So it's an hour earlier for you guys on the East Coast, because I know it's with a 3-hour difference now. It's late. So and I know you, and I really appreciate you all guys jumping on here and watching these streams with me. Dale says, for plinking with a 30-30, I use Extreme Bullets, 150 grain with CFE 223. Yeah, another little good combination. I can't remember what mold I got coming. I'll have to have another look. I can't remember how big it is, how heavy it is, but it'd be nice if I can start casting and powder coating. So much cheaper than buying bullets. Diego says the pocket screwdriver is great. I've been using the heck out of mine. Yeah, I sent one to Walter. So Vanessa says, I like your shirt. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got all the starting at 9mm, 38, 762, 338, 50, 300 Win Mag, 556, 357. And, I was given this shirt by a neighbor. She saw that I was doing a little bit of reloading, and she came over and she gave me this shirt. Really appreciate it. And Vanessa won one of the prizes. She won the electronic lighter, the little Bluetooth, a little wireless lighter for barbecues and things. And she's saying that she likes it. It's really cool. Okay, let's go in and share this screen then, guys. And see if we can get this to work tonight. And we need the giveaway. Share the screen. Okay, so we're going to run the draw. Let's see if it'll work for me tonight. So hit the draw. Off it goes. Hey-ho! Congratulations. So Walter's won the prize tonight. Really appreciate it. I've got your address and everything here, Walter, so I can get them packed up. I'll get them sent out to you. So congratulations, here you go, Walter. That's great. Cool. Okay, I think we can just about call it, guys. I really appreciate you all jumping on. I can just have a quick run through while you're still here, just to let everybody say hi to everybody. So we had G23, Vanessa Kitty, Viejo, AR Guns 1776, Dale Pogue, Brutal Bob was with us, Krabby Turtle, Jimmy Rodriguez, James Pollard, Dale Pogue, Pony 47, Michael Hurtneck. Hopefully I don't miss any of you guys when I'm going through this. Really appreciate you all jumping on, taking time to watch my streams. I'll get a lot of comments again tonight. Hillbilly Up was with us. Good to see you. Brutal Bob. Bobby Barlow was with us. Hi Boy joined us earlier. I hope he stayed and watched a bit of the stream. I'd like to get his feedback and what he thinks about it. He's been doing it a lot longer than me. It'd be great to get his feedback. Another guy that's a new face, just R. Guy with just R. Good to join. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. Krabby Turtle. Mark Thomas was with us a little bit earlier. Viejo was here, and the winner of the prize tonight, Bobby Barlow. Most of the top, 76 High Boy. Yeah, I think I got everybody, guys. Walter said, this was a fun time. Good to see you all. Usual suspects again. Pony 47, nice machine, man. Thanks for the review. You're very welcome. Okay, we're running 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep my streams to an hour, guys and girls. So I really appreciate you all jumping on, taking time to watch my streams. So next week we'll probably finish off. We'll seat the bullets and probably do a slight crimp on these as well. So we'll get that up for next week. And if there's anything else I think about during the week, I'll post it and let everybody know. So I'd just like to say, guys, thank you again so much for jumping on. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. You saw me making a mess. Always making mistakes, but that's the whole part of running these streams. You can see we're not all perfect. It was just a simple click on a button to change it from grams to grains, and that's all it would have taken. And I didn't pick up on it when I was setting everything up a little bit earlier. But it's another thing I like to show it, warts and all, so you can see everything that we do. Don't cover nothing up. And then if I just show you quickly on this machine again, guys. So we can turn the unit to close it, which is as simple as just grabbing the unit, turns it, and it locks it out. And then you can take it off the machine. Close to the shelf here. Just comes off the machine, and now I can just dump this straight back into the jug. It's all sealed, so that's really good. And on the back of the machine here, it has a plate, same as this one on the front. So the back of the machine has got exactly the same chamber, basically, as this, with this plate on it. So all I do is I'll run most of the powder out of this into the jugs, tip it out, and then whatever's left, you can just pull the slider out, and then you can just get the rest of the powder out of the machine. Just tip it out gently, and it gets it out again. So it's very simple to unload it and load it up with powder. And that just goes back and seals. You can see it's all sealed around here. There's plenty of it to seal. You don't get any powder coming through. So the back section is exactly the same. Just lift it, tip it into a jug. It's just quite an easy machine to empty once it's done. So I just wanted to finish up with that. So thank you, everybody. And we will catch you, hopefully. I'll put some more videos up during the week. And we'll catch you next week. Hopefully you can join me next Monday. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll catch you on the next.